Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, where we still have no idea where our town crier is hiding. He's been missing for the last few weeks now, and it's causing me no small amount of consternation. I wonder if it would be something weird, like the Baron is actually the town crier in disguise, or the town crier was the Baron in disguise, or something equally odd. But for whatever reason, he's not using the facilities anymore. Maybe he's just not very stressed out at the moment. Although, I still still harbour a strong belief that the caretaker is actually the ancestor in disguise, and that the caretaker will be the head of all the evil cultists, and that's how he gets so stressed dealing with eldritch horrors all the time, and that's why he needs to constantly use the facilities. I also suspect that we are the ancestor, and that the beginning of the game is actually the end of the game, because that way it can be cyclical and we can play it again. Now this week we're going to have to go on a blood run because blood supplies are a bit low. However, I've noticed something very, very tempting somewhere around here. Where was it now? Ah yes, the fingerless gloves. Now the fingerless gloves, they complete the Furious Facts librarian trinket set. As you see here, it's going to cover it up, isn't it? Yep. So we have the poisonous assertion. I was tempted to call it dissertation, but decided not to. So basically what happens when you get these two, the fingerless gloves improve the stun chance on beatback. They give extra critical hit chance, extra accuracy, give her a big dodge penalty, but her beatback skill ramps up the damage significantly. The moves chance improves, that is the chance of pushing enemies back, and the chance of pushing her back towards the back as well, where she'll be able to use Forbidden Chant with a very large blight skill chance. So that, that opens up a exciting, new, interesting and different way to play. It's also something we're not going to go for this week because we really need that extra blood. We have unlocked the mid-level hag here, and I am not looking forward to that. I think for that we're going to want a bounty hunter, possibly a Hellion, but the only one we've got is going to be going into the to face the Baron. Yeah, that's going to be all kinds of tricky. Now, I did say there was going to be some equipment upgrades for those heroes from the previous mission. Little Nemian at level 3 definitely needs to just refurbish her old robe a bit. Add a nice belt around the middle there to help hold it all together so it's not quite so loose and flappy. Jamila is going to sharpen up that old spear there. There we go. Oh, that looks more than sharpened. That looks like a completely different spearhead. And Lavinia, well, she wants a nice, she wants to patch up that old jacket and make it not quite so shoddy and shabby looking. Let's go a few steps further. Poor little Nemian deserves to have this horrific malady treated. Now that means that anyone who goes in these facilities is going to need to not have the Crimson Curse. That's a lot of negative quirks, so let's just treat one of those now. Drelnor, if we could afford it, I bet that's not cheap. At this level that is... we might just be able to afford that. Let's do it, because that's actually quite a hefty thing for a leper. Now in terms of town upgrades, the only thing I could really go for would be upgrading the tavern in some way at the moment, and that doesn't quite seem worth it, so I'm going to hold off any town upgrades this week. Additionally, we have Shamara, Vernon, Vengerfelgren and Estella preparing to go back into the Crimson Courtyard. Let's look at getting them some minor skill upgrades. So we will push that. Push that. That might be enough for this week. And that. And now we'll set up that mid-level blood run. Now I did say it might be worth trying to fail blood runs so as to not gain experience. Let's send Shafiq, Vakurgan, Hakim, and I'll say Gwyn or Chevrilla. Chevrilla needs some kind of training and improvement, so we'll go with Gwyn for now. Although we don't want to send her on too many quests. Okay, this is our disastrous party. Oh, level 2 skills. Ow. Well, let's see what we can do. So we get 5 food already now. That's a nice bonus. It means we get to save a little bit on supplies. Phew. Nah. Right. In we go. I may regret taking quite so many supplies, but we'll see. I do like the fact we're seeing more mid-level beasts here in the courtyard on the blood runs, but I'm looking forward to going back after the Baron next week. Oh, they're both... right. Ugh. Now, the only person who doesn't have the Crimson Curse is our Flagellant, who, let's be honest here, you know, he's doing so much bloodletting with so many exposed open wounds, his chance of contagion has got to be pretty high. In fact, let's have a look there. 40... oh, you know what? He's actually reasonably resistant. That's quite impressive. Let's dig up this plant and see what we can find there in the soil. Oh, nice. Well, that's a start. Okay, more courtiers. Oh, I should change that. Right, okay, well, just get ready. Of course, she was going after all the piggy things. You know what? Yes. Damn it! It was worth a try. Oh, wow. She managed to avoid damage there completely. Yeah, and it wouldn't last long. Woohoo!
Give them no quarter.
Ow. Okay, she is eager for the kill. Is this it? Nope, no infection. Wow, just. You keep going, Kurgan. You show him. Alright.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
She's definitely going to swap a few skills around a little bit. Meanwhile, this thing is quite sturdy. It's got a good protection value. Probably to do with this chitinous plating, or chitinous, as some people say.
Surges as the enemy crumbles. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I should probably look into how to spell that, how to pronounce that word. Oh, sorry, I'm getting lots of mucus. The Crimson Courtyard is trying to steal my health once more and transform me into a victim. Okay, no one needs that right about now. But just, you know, just in case there's a good fight coming up soon. Ah, still no. Hey, there we go. Haha. Still no scouting. Oh, very good. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to take a break after this one. Not during.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
There can be only one, says Verkurgan. About the only interesting thing he said in the entire bloody film. And even then he kept saying there can only be one, which wasn't as poetic. Oh, and he laughed a bit. But he wasn't really a very effective villain, he just wasn't very scary, you know? I mean, even at the end, when he kidnapped the girlfriend and drove the car along the road, laughing like a maniac, he just didn't seem very threatening. It was just like, oh, okay, he's laughing, he's not really doing anything dangerous then, fine, you know. Could have been a lot better.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Now, villainess, your wickedness is exposed. No bodyguards for you, foul hag. It's as if she knew I was insulting her. Fine. Alright, and let's take a little bit of that stress. Come now. Any moment now, it will all be over.
Sedated. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And there we go. Might have taken those extra herbs, but I didn't. Should have considered it. Oh good, more blood. We needed this. You never know. It just pays to be careful that it could be along this hall, it probably isn't. Ah, if only we had some more stress. Well, this will have to do. Oh, just 1 point? I thought it was more than that. Oh, well. Hey, what did I say?
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So very worth checking this short hallway. Alright. And they get hungry. Nom 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 nom. Lots of nice food. Munched it down. Some of them just look at the Kurgan there and say, I don't know how you can manage that stuff. Why don't you come join us? Join the cool kids club and... Wait, seriously? Okay then. Well, that's... That's very early in the run. Let's see if we can get a little more treasure out of it, okay? Because... This was the load screen for this... for the Baron's quest, wasn't it? These things almost look like pumpkins and...
Ancient Traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Although if we do leave, it prevents their condition from worsening. And we do have 13 bottles of blood. Okay, wonderful. I was just going to say it'd be nice to come across some of these notorious treasure chests that apparently exist in here. But instead, we'll just start fighting. He just got worse. Oh, that's much, much worse. Okay. Slinging the contents of ossuaries at us.
Injury. Palpable fear.
Okay, that's pretty horrifying. Can't wait to see the Countess, actually, if she evolves from something like this. Or into, you know, it's like, ooh, the transformation will be quite horrific.
A death by inches.
Speaking of horrific transformations, our foe there transformed from being a mighty threat to us to being a non-existent corpse. Oh, that's a lot of horror. You know what? I was just about to say, maybe that's time to leave. After this fight, that is.
A singular strike.
Sweet critical hit there. And let's just work on that massive dodge score of his, which he somehow resisted. Didn't resist the bleed though. For blood still runs in his
Gnawing
veins.
uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
But yeah, after this fight, I think it's probably time for us to leave. We've done what we came here to do. Didn't really get the opportunity to abandon. I mean, it's just right there, right on the doorstep, practically just waiting for us. And we did need it. And I do want to go back after the Baron again soon, so maybe it'll just be a very short rest. Okay, 10. Oh, yeah, totally. Just soak up some of that stress, love. You know you can take it. Could you just die, Mr. Ghoul? Normally you have quite fast speed and wow, that's impressive. Okay, well look, I'm just gonna do this then.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, we're out of here. We're getting about 2,000. Oh no. Nice. Now we did find a few high value items. Good. We'll be able to do some upgrades in town. I see we're already making up for used busts there. Alright, skilled gambler replaced on guard. She's still got slogger, that's good. Creeping cough. Oh, hell. Really? Wow. Unholy slayer. Let's see what we get back in town.
A troubling shortage of ale, and a notable absence of good humor.
Empty kegs. Ironically, those most vocal concerning the current dearth of spirits and mead are the same patrons whose unrestrained exuberance the night before exhausted the supply. The bar is locked, however the gambling hall and the brothel are half price at the moment. Is our town crier still missing? Nemian has had a horrific disease treated, and Drelnor no longer is feeling that little bit soft and squishy and not quite as tough as he used to be. Has anyone drank the blood? Yes, Dorst Akbar has drunk a single vial of blood. So we're doing okay. Do we get a replacement musketeer? No, we do not. Has it turned back on deck-based stagecoach? It has not. Interesting. But still no replacement musketeer. That is most unfortunate. Okay, nobody here. Our town crier is still missing. This is becoming a serious issue. That is a lot of crests required there. Ah, this is the grubby handkerchief, the librarian's handkerchief. It gives her disease resistance and blight resistance, and you know what? It's very tempting at the moment, to be honest. I mean, it would replace this though. That's 33% disease resistance if the torchlight isn't too bright, and that's a straight 20. You'll notice that it looks remarkably similar to a certain ancestral trinket. I know. It is what it is. Do I upgrade the Nomad's Wagon again? Possibly not. Cheaper skill training would be good. We have lots of skills to train up. Let's do it.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
And let us look it up. Wait, Sophie could do with sharpening up that old sword of hers. Because I'm looking at... Okay, Shamara, Vernon, Vengerfelgren. Do it. That's much better. And Vernon. We do want to keep him alive. There we go. Shamara. Okay, this is getting a little expensive now, actually. Okay, well, unless there's some... Let's put McKurgan in here for disease treatment. I think we can afford to treat one negative quirk. Oh goodness, transfer down or... You know what? Yeah, let's just get rid of that. And then next week we shall be venturing forth once more into the Crimson Court, searching for the Baron. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed it this week, and see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.